Hey guys, this is Lisa with your weekly Lyrical Aspirations Inspirational Message. So today I want to talk to you about how to live a healthier life. And I don't mean that in just a physical way. What I mean by that is a mental and a spiritual way. How can we be healthier in this life as we go forward? So the very first thing that I need us all to understand, very much so, is that we cannot put a mask on somebody else before we have put the mask on ourselves. And I don't mean a Rona mask. So let's step away from the coronavirus talk for a moment. What I mean by that is that if I don't have my own foundation together, if I don't have my own spiritual energy levels right, then how can I go out and help somebody else align their spiritual or mental energy to be healthy? I can't. I must put on my mask first. I must first take care of me before I can take care of somebody else. And that's all I mean by that. We go around here all the time and we want to be Johnny on the spot for everybody when we can't even be James in the moment for ourselves. So forget Johnny on the spot for a moment. Be in the moment for yourself. Make sure that you're putting your mask on. And as you go through today and going forward, if you are not in a healthy place, don't think that you'll be able to add any type of health to somebody else. So, how can we start to be healthier, not only for ourselves, but also for the people in our lives? First thing that you must do, this is absolutely the most important part of being healthy, and that is you must take time out for yourself. You must take time out for yourself. And I wanted to slow that down because so many of us are running, 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 trying to go do this, that, running for this person, running for that person, running for work, doing everything. But instead, we are not taking one single moment for ourselves. So, how can we do that? Whew, there's like a million different ways that you can take time out for yourself. So, I'm just going to cover a couple, and that is one, you could meditate. Now, meditating doesn't ever have to be extreme. You don't have to have a special room to do it in. You don't have to have a special allotted amount of time to do it in. You can just meditate right where you are right now. You could pause this video and meditate for 5 minutes without going anywhere else, sitting in the same exact seat that you're in. Does not have to be extreme, but take a little bit of time to become intimate with your own thoughts. Don't run from them. Make sure that on a daily basis, you are facing those thoughts regularly, meditating. Another thing that you can do to live healthier emotionally and mentally and spiritually is you can exercise. And yes, that could have a secondary effect of helping you on a physical level being healthier, but on a mental and spiritual level, a lot of you probably already know that the moment that you start working out, you release dopamine, and that is going to instantaneously make you feel more motivated and happier than before you started exercising. So, implement a little bit of exercise in. Again, just like meditation, it does not have to be extreme. Small changes make big impacts. Understand that. So, exercise could be just walking around your neighborhood in the evenings or in the mornings. It does not have to be extreme. You don't have to go to the gym and pump iron for the next hour and a half in order to be healthier. Just make sure that you take a little bit of time to do a little bit more physical activity than you're doing currently. Another thing that you can do is don't be afraid to pamper yourself a little bit. And you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money to pamper yourself, but make sure that you take a little bit of time to do a little something for yourself, whatever that may be, whatever it is that makes you happy. I could give you a bunch of different examples, but every one of us is so unique. I would just say that make sure that you're pampering yourself on a regular basis and that you are patting yourself on the back for the accomplishments in which you are achieving as you go along. And whatever it takes, make sure that you spend time enough with yourself to be able to identify who you are and to be able to define what your desires are. And you can only do that by taking time out for yourself. Another thing that we really need to start getting in the habit of doing, and that is that we got to take control of our life. We can't talk about it. We must be about it. So what I mean by that is if you want to lose weight, do it. Guys, You can make that happen one way or another. You can lose weight if that's what you really want. If you really want to get a better job, you can do it. But are you doing anything to try to get a better job? That's the big question. Now, if you want a stronger circle of friends, start with you. Are you a strong component within that circle? If you are, then you have everything within you to create a stronger circle. So make sure that you are a walker and not just a talker. You can talk into a walk, but just make sure that you are not just talking and talking and talking and talking. Make sure that you are doing a little bit of walking with a little bit of that talking. Stop talking about life and start living it. The last thing that you can do to live healthier is you must challenge your mind on a regular basis. The more that you learn, the wiser you become. The wiser you become, the more content you become within your life. And it's not that you are content with what you are content with the fact that you are an ever evolving human being, that you are always learning and always challenging yourself. And the more that you learn, the more you want to learn. It then becomes a desire of yours. And every single day that you wake up, you are given so many opportunities to learn something new. We just tend to ignore them. So pay more attention to the opportunities that arise where you might see something off in the distance and you have no idea what it is. Challenge yourself to Google it. Make sure that you start researching it. If you see a star grouping in the sky at night and you don't understand what it is, Google it. Challenge yourself on a regular basis. If you're in the grocery store and you see a fruit or vegetable that you have no idea what that fruit or vegetable is or what people use it for, challenge yourself to know it. Just don't walk around and just be content with the knowledge in which you have. Go somewhere that you have never been. Have experiences that you have never had. This is the way in which you expand your mind. And once you expand your mind, there's no stopping you. You are then on a healthy road, and everything around you is going to start getting healthier instead of being toxic or being broken down or being dead. So, with that said, guys, I want you to go out here. I want you to challenge yourself to live a healthier life. I want you to be the healthiest version of you mentally and spiritually. And I also want you to go out here and make this an amazing week and come back and check me out next week.